Let's get it. All right. So, hello everyone. Coach Jay here. There are no money blocks. 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 So I have a reflection on these glasses, and I don't like that. Wonder why. Okay. Let me try to read. I gotta read what y'all saying. I hope everyone is doing awesome today. If this is your first time joining me, put a 1 in the comments. If you have been following me for a while, you know exactly what I do. You know how I get down. This is all about getting in the work. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So I'm Coach Jay. I am a business and mindset coach. So what I do is I help my clients who are solopreneurs, who are experts, coaches, with helping them to achieve and scale their businesses to $20,000 or more per month. And I help them with creating and design a scalable offer. And I absolutely love what I do. I've been full-time in business for 3 years. Ellison Consulting is the name of my company. It's the only company I have. I don't do any like working part-time. I don't do any of those things. My business is my business. Okay, so I'm TikToking over here. And I am Facebooking over here. So if you're watching live, comment live. Let me know you're here. Y'all already know how this works. It's been the same for years. Let me know you're live just so I can, because on my end, I don't see. So you gotta let me know if you're here. Even if it's hearts, let me know. So today we are going to, because I know it's Sunday. I know some people are at church. I know that some people are probably sneaking and watching me at church when you should be listening to the preacher. No, I'm just kidding. You're more than welcome to send this broadcast to anyone that you feel would resonate. But today we're going to be talking about the age of Aquarius, touching back on that, but from a business standpoint. This is going to be kind of a lengthy conversation that we're going to have, because I need y'all to understand where we're going and not to be afraid and to stop focusing on what you don't have, focusing on what, oh, well, I'm scared. And what if this happens? And what if that happens? And what if this, what are they trying to do to us? And, all this, just making up all these things. And it's causing you to stay focused on the enemy, right? Everything is about the enemy. I see fighting. I see we're fighting the enemy. We need to go against this and against that. A lot of stuff is going to fall off on this own. Amen. Okay. So as you can see, I'm going to post my little comment down here. I'm on TikTok, like I said, and I'm here on, what is this, on Facebook. We're going to be talking about how there's no money blockages, the Aquarian age, building your businesses in this time, what that looks like, and why this is the perfect time to build a company. I'm going to say this another language. You in prime time. You thought 2 years ago we was winning. If you could just hear me today, you will totally get what I'm saying, because there's so much evidence online right now where people are winning. online, winning in life, period. Winning with God, in God, and they're winning. And while the old way is keeping you back from winning, y'all ready for this? Because it's going, I want y'all to, okay, before I even get started, this is my disclaimer, because I feel like I got TikTok over here, so TikTok don't know me like that. So I have to set it up for them. Facebook, you know me over here, but I'm just in case I got maybe 1 or 2 people that just popped in, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. Number one, I may say some things that's gonna jerk you a little bit. I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to, I don't know, bow out gracefully. If you're gonna say something in the comments, it's gonna be blocked anyway, but I'm just letting you know, on my page, I'm right. It's just like coming in somebody's house and you like, nah, I wouldn't do, in my house, I'm right, okay? On your page, you could be right over there. Everybody agrees with me over here. We run a collective, we run a community, we have conversations that make sense, but I'm letting you know now, if you got issues with, I don't know, different types of groups of people, if people mess with you about different things, if you don't understand why this is happening and you don't understand why people ain't coming to church no more and all this other stuff, I'm telling you right now, you can bow out. I'm just telling you. Because I am going to say some things that are probably going to mess with you. It's going to probably mess with your theology. It's going to probably mess with you in those areas. Because I already know people are going to be like, well, this is, I don't like what you're saying. I am right over here. Amen. We say amen over here. This ain't church. This, I'm not coming from the word today. I may say a little something here and there about the scripture, but this is the gospel according to Jay. Amen. Now let's get it on. And I am a business and I'm a mindset coach. So y'all be wanting strategy all the time, but you're not doing the strategy. You need mindset too. Well, I don't want to just, I need to learn how. If you all over the internet, you got strategies from here to the other side of the world. Why aren't you focused? Why aren't you on the straight and narrow? Why aren't you a millionaire? Right? Why haven't you got it on? Why haven't you picked yourself up? Because this right here is off. And you trying to get mad at everybody. Well, why are they so consistent? And I'm not, because this is jacked up. All this right here, this is cloudy. All of this is messed up. Because you're trying to be over here and over here at the same time. Either you're going to go all the way to wealth and you're going to make it happen. You're going to get disciplined. You're going to get some self-control. You're going to start saying no to more people. You're going to start saying yes to yourself. You're going to start creating balance. You're going to start understanding that I got to do what I have to do for my family, and everybody else can go over there and sit down because I got work to do, because I came here to do a particular mission. Why haven't you done it yet? Because this right here is messed up. All right, let's talk about it. I've gotten several questions. Y'all know I've been studying the age of Aquarius. So we're gonna dig into that until y'all understand where we at, because y'all still think that this is back then. I'm 39 years old. And everybody wants to do what back in the day, back in the day, back in the day, back in the day. I want to go, I just remember back in the day, we used to do it like this. You know what back in the day was for me? Back in the day for me was 1995. 1998. 2000, 1992. That was my back in the day. Back in the day was when, we was dancing to TLC, we were doing all those things, but y'all's back in the day is the 1950s and the 60s. And we're still fighting, like we want to have this nostalgia type of life. While I totally get it, it was enjoyable to have this, I just remember back in the day, everything was so peaceful, and it made you like, man, I wish I would have just appreciated back then. The old way is gone, right? The old way is gone. So when we talk about the Aquarian age, right? Exactly, Fowler. She said, that's my back in the day too. The Aquarian age, we're shifting, like there's a collective consciousness that's moving into a new age, and we're actually in it. Y'all just don't want to accept it. I'm gonna tell you how we're in it. Because we went from earth to air. We went from, I gotta have somebody over me to tell me what to do, to I have to be self-reliant and self-controlled to do what I need to do for myself. I have to be self-dependent. Now, for those of you who struggle with, well, I depend on God for everything. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Now, I grew up, because let me dip back in the past for a minute and come back up, because I'm trying to tell you how this is going to correlate. I grew up knowing and being taught that the Holy Spirit lived within me. Now, I also grew up in Church of God in Christ Pentecostal, so you have to tarry for the Holy Spirit. Now, I know I got a couple of culture people or Pentecostal people or apostolic that understand what I'm saying, or Baptists that still kind of operate like that. I had to tarry for the Holy Ghost, right? Now, what did that mean back then? So back then we were taught that the Holy Spirit was, the Spirit made you speak in tongues, it helped you to heal, and all those miracles happen, right? Blah, blah, blah. But people forgot that the Holy Spirit was also the spirit of movement. It wasn't just speaking tongue and cast out a demon. It was literally you doing, you moving in. So that's why I just have a trouble when I see people who say that they have God in their life, who have God in their all these things, because we are focused on, like, I just want God to tell me what to do. You have God within you. Don't you know the word that you speak? That's it. That's the word. Now, hold on, Jay. Now you messing with me because I heard, listen, see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, everybody ready to fight. You ready to defend a spirit. Stop trying to fight for something and just roll with it. The spirit of God is movement. It's supernatural. And that's across I don't care what. That's why, like, people be like, how they do that? Like, how they come? I got you. See, back then we were all about buying to look good, consumerism, girl, go get your Louis Vuitton. I got to take a vacation because they say if you go on vacation, it puts you in another vibration. And girl, I'm gonna go over here and go on a trip and this and that, and I'm gonna buy me a bag so I can feel like I'm in the vibration. Let me tell you something. That and look, when you buy it or you go on vacation, you're still not in the vibration. You just went on vacation. There was no vibration. You just went and had a good time, but you did not sit in it. So what happened? What happened? I thought it was gonna come back. Yeah, you may have came back and had a little success, but the vibration was for you to get in another realm and really hear and be in the moment and say to yourself, I really deserve a life like this all the time. This is why I posted TikTok. Y'all don't know this, but I posted this. I posted a post last night on my Facebook page, and I said, you know, we go on these vacations and we want to feel good and we want to feel connected and we want to feel like I'm getting a break. But why is it that we go on these vacations for a little bit of relaxation, a little taste of, you know, being in tropical, and then coming right back to foolishness? Coming right back to the house that we don't even care for, that we got to hurry up, pay the bill on and pay the mortgage on and get the tax. Why do we do that? Why do we go back and go to these jobs that we don't like? And then we go to these vacations, go on these vacations and take all these pictures, and we feel alive and we feel good. And then you come back tired. Because it feeds that delusion, that negative delusion, that I'm coming back, I need to come back healed, and I come back. No. Why can't you make your life a vacation? Why do you have to go on vacation? Why can't you just be on vacation all for your whole life? Well, you got to be able to afford that. I didn't say all that. I said, why can't you just make that a thing? Why can't you make that a goal? And see, we cut ourselves out. We cut ourselves off and say, you know what? I gotta do this. Why are we annihilating the supernatural for happening for us? Don't you know that's when you tap in? And see, people think you crazy when you say you want to move to Costa Rica. People think you crazy for wanting to live in Canada. Like, Canada just felt so good in Canada, and I'm gonna move up there. People, you know, you visited Germany or South Africa or Nigeria, or you visited these places, and now you're like, man, I really want to. And you thinking in your mind that now it's going to be a whole lot of going back and forth. Why can't you just make it a point to go and live? Why do you have to put yourself with all these restraints and I got to do this first? No, it's just easy that I stay here in my feelings. I want to say, I got to go back to stress. You know how I got to go back to where I feel like a victim all the time. Because see, going on the days where the taboo of you got to stay here and stay in one place is the right thing to do. Because the first thing people ask you is, how you going to do that? You know why that's the first question that come out of people's mouth? How? Because they want to root you in an old dimension where comfortability is victimhood. Jesus. We live in an era now. We live in an era now where you can work from anywhere. Let me paint this for you. This ain't even like make believe. I'm telling you what it is. I was thinking to myself the other day, me and my friend was talking. I was like, we literally get a chance to do something our ancestors did not get to do. We get to work from anywhere in the world if we want to, with our own company, not somebody else's company. Now, I mean, even if you do expat, even if you say, you know what, for a year, I'm going to work for this company, I'm going to contract out and just, but you literally, no matter if it's your business or a company, you get to choose and decide, I want to work like this. Everybody don't have their liberty. If you have that type of mentality, please exit stage left. Because I'm only talking to those people who have been spiritually led and called to do something more than work for somebody else. I'm just telling you. You can work from anywhere in the world. The age of Aquarius is not just about the divine feminine, which it kind of low key is. And when we say divine feminine, it's not femininity. It's not the soft life. It's not glitter, lipstick, and pink, right? It's literally the attributes and the energies of the feminine, right? So the feminine is rooted in nurturing, it's rooted in collaboration, it's rooted in community, it's rooted in connectivity, it's rooted in people. Knowing instead of the old way, which was believing. So back then we used to believe. Now in the age of Aquarius, there's knowing. I know this to be true. I am this. So what am I saying? This is why a lot of people are having, like for people to still go to church and you're still struggling with your anxiety and depression, that's a problem. You know why? Because you're stuck in the age of belief. I believe that Jesus Christ is my savior. I get it. But why can't you understand that if Jesus saved your soul, you do have the opportunity to be free in all areas. Do you understand that? Because if your soul is saved, that means I think differently. You know, when they say conversion of your soul is your mind. Do I have to go back over that again? Your mind and your will and your intellect has shifted. So if you still thinking before you did, and I'm not talking about sin, I'm talking about even to adopt the old way. So which means that I'm always walking in a realm where I could turn water into wine at any time, point, whatever. I can do whatever I want to do. I can flip these rocks over right now and turn it to bread if I want to. That's Christ consciousness. And Christ consciousness is also love and collaboration with people, and collaboration with people that you normally wouldn't collab with. So it's anybody that has the ability of, or not even just the potential, but you see through the body realm, you see through the ego, you see through people for who they are now. Not for potential, but who they are right now. And you say, okay, based on where they are now, do I want to interact with them? Do they have some of the same values that I have? So it's not just about transactional, right? It's more about how can we collab on a lateral level instead of just ascension. Like I'm only going to talk to people that have made billions. You don't have that type of proximity. You don't have no proximity to any of that. But there are lateral conversations with people right where you are, or maybe just a little bit ahead of where you are, and you can learn from them because that energy rubs off. It's contagious. Loving what you do is contagious. I just don't know what God wants me to do. Yes, you do. You just don't want to do. You have all of everything within you. You want something else to come up. You want God to come out of heaven and come down here and sit in your lap and tell you what to do. That's not happening, because you know what? God is spirit. God is wind. I'm doing this. Wind. You in your head for what? This is the incredible time to walk in the age of Aquarius as a woman. I'm going to tell you why. You have the ability to collab and to connect with people that either has something valuable to exchange, not just money, but time and attention and energy. There is a collection of people around you that you can actually collab with and connect with. And I'm not talking about just in your zip code. I'm talking about around the world. There are people right now forming friendships and clients, opportunities with people that they've never met in person. That we've been in it actually. We've been, and that's not, I'm not even gonna sit up here and go back and forth about when it started, when it's gonna start, when exactly did it happen. I tend to think that it happened around November, December, where the conjunction happened. I think that was December 21st, if I'm not mistaken, 2020. So that was in the middle of the, the 19th. So if that is the case, things shifted, right? So we were already doing the online thing, but in that year, that's when people start to go home. That's when people started to work from home. And then you had some people that were like, I like being at home. I like being at the house. And then you had some people that were making a whole lot of money. You had marriages that were either going downhill or marriages that were being healed. I hope you caught that. You had marriages that were doing well, and then you had marriages that were not doing well. You had divorces happen. You had people that decided, I'm going to quit this job. I'm not going back to work. You had people that decided to, I'm only working from home, and that's it, because I get a chance to go outside in nature and soak up some sun and talk to my neighbors and go have lunch with friends in the middle of the day. You had some people that said, I'm going to start up a business. I got laid off. I'm going straight to my company and I'm not going back to corporate. That was me. I was one of those people. I became unemployable that year. And I made the intent that come hell or high water, I'm staying in it. Power structures are being challenged right now because people want to stay over you. That you're supposed to eliminate all their responsibility. That's too much. And women are, we want to have all this control. And it ain't about being in control. It's about being responsible for yourself and serving one person at a time in what you do. I got a team of 50 and your head hurting. It ain't no wrong with simplifying. I'm not keeping up with nobody. I hope you ain't trying to either. But to be honest, this is where we at. Power structures are being challenged. A lot of these businesses were behaving like corporate. That's changing. Do y'all understand that? Ain't no wrong with having a team member here, 1 or 2 or 3. But when you have a whole slew of people, where's the fun in it? This is about, because when I have freedom in my business, when I discover freedom in my business, when I discover what I feel like in my business, what happens is that I start looking at my business, not just as a support structure, not just as a structure for me to creatively impact people, but I get divine downloads all the time. So that's why I know, I tell entrepreneurship is spiritual. It's spiritual, 100%. It's spiritual. You're going to get divine downloads about your clients all the time, how to help them. What is the strategy to help this person? And when you get strategies, you're able to say, okay, I got it. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to tell my client this, and this. This is how you help. But see, when you are hemmed up with all this complex power, I got to be over people. I got to be extra. I got to keep up. I saw a YouTube video a couple of weeks ago, and I need to find it. It was a guy that made $2 million his business by himself, and he only had 1 product with 3 services, and that's all he did. He said, "I ain't got no VA. I don't have," and I just thought that was so beautiful to me. And he was a guy. He had 1 simple service and had 3 ways to work with him in that. And I thought to myself, that is absolutely amazing. Now, of course, it was ultra high ticket, but he don't have to do anything but be himself, be a father, and be a husband, because that's what he said. He said, I want to serve more of my time to be a husband and a father. That's my business supports me doing that. Y'all, that's a wrong, that's a preach all by itself. Your business should serve you to be who you are and who you have chosen to be outside of business. That your business is your creative, spiritual project. And some of y'all is saying, I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what you do know what to do. You got to make a decision to stop running and sit your booty down and get still so you can hear what the spirit is trying to tell you within you. Stop running from here to there. The prophets and prophetesses, I got to go get a word. The word is within you. The spirit is telling you exactly what you need to know. Everybody I know that's still relying on something outside of them are depressed and confused right now. They have no idea what they want to do. They have no idea where to turn because they got too many conflicting things going on outside of them. When you quiet the noise outside of you, when you bring down all of these extras, this is what you need to do, and this is why you're not clean, and this is why you still in sin, and this is why you ain't in line with the will of God, and this is why you need to get still, and this is why you need to come to church, and this is why you need to do this, and this is why you need to do. It's always this is why. You get that down. You are. That's why I said all the answers are within you. You need to tell me God ain't. There's no shortage of the answer. Okay? There's no shortage of the answer. You don't have to go out there. Now, there's some refinement that you may have to do. Maybe there's some enlightenment conversations you need to do. You go to people that just, there's a law. What is it? The law of resonance. The law of resonance. You go where it's resonating. Because when you resonate with something, that's your soul connecting with that. Your soul said, that's it. That's called a paradigm shift. It really did resonate with me. That's a paradigm shift. That's why I tell my clients this. I know who's doing the work and I know who's not, because I tell my clients, meditate more. Meditate more. Listen within more. Yeah, your thoughts are going to be all over the place, but you sit there until you get quiet, until your brain gets quiet, until your thoughts get quiet. And it becomes under the power of your spirit nature, because that's when the spirit begins to speak. When you shut up, spirit takes over. The age of Aquarius tells you exactly what you need to do. But we're not empowered to go within because we're still being pulled to depend on somebody else to tell us what to do. I need somebody to tell. That's why I'm big on women being women. I heard TD Jakes say this the other day, and it kind of bothered me. And I know this is probably, y'all gonna disagree with this, but it's okay. Some of y'all will disagree. He said that every woman, and his wife was sitting next to him. I like TD Jakes, I really do. But just because, I like people don't mean I have to agree with everything they say. And y'all know I'm a free thinker anyway. But he said something that kind of bothered me. He said that every woman, no matter how old she is a little girl. And I thought that was like, but is that okay? And so to me, right? To me, now this is to me. You ain't got to agree with this. If you feel like that's your thing, I want you to, own it. I tend to look at that as, number one, I didn't like the powerlessness that women give to men who need us to be charged up. Did you hear what I just said? Don't you know men need our bodies to charge? Me and my friend was talking about that last night, me and my sister friend. Men need us to charge. There's nothing little girl about that. He said that no matter, somebody on TikTok said, Fly Shiro said, can you repeat what he said? He said that every woman, no matter how old she is a little girl. And he furthermore said that when you start loving that little girl and she begins to just, you know, it was something else that he kind of said that was kind of little girl-ish. And I kind of got bothered by that because I feel like when men come to us, and you know what I mean by that, they come to us for charge. Thank you, Sharita. Absolutely. Sharita said that's why most men are such sexual beings. He said that men, if you love the little girl, you know, that woman just, oh, she just does whatever. And I just thought that was a little, first of all, I ain't like that. But there is nothing little girl about how we function in the earth. And I think that that is very, very, very off-putting to me, but it goes back to, that is a byproduct of the age of Pisces. Let's go there. Y'all want to go there? We're going to go there. Age of Pisces. The age of Pisces was all about patriarchy. That's Pisces. Women married to survive. I know that goes, but, and I've been a wife twice, so I get it. I was here. I know. Women historically, I'm not saying before you get up in arms, listen to me. I'm not against marriage. I'm not against marriage at all. I think marriage is beautiful. Only if there is an alignment of vision. I don't agree with women marrying men just so they can feel like they're being taken care of. I believe that if women are going to marry men, there is a forward movement of wealth trajectory attached because of the original reason for marriage even being a thing. It was a law in Britain, in old Britain, in the 1700s, that was only for men to pass down property because they didn't want the back and forth on whose land it is. It was for to pass down to the children. And the women that married them were only for to give the man heirs to their property. I'm not against marriage. And some women get married because they don't want to do anything. They just want to, I just want to do nothing. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I tend to probably not have women like that in my circle. I like women that are powerful. They're powerful. I like women who think on the sovereign level. Now that's me. Absolutely. Fly Shiro said every woman should be financially self-sufficient. And I know that that messes with men and that messes with some women because we are taught that, you know, you need a man. You don't need. Submission is a curse. Look in the book of Genesis. The woman stood on her own. She influenced the man. Look at, she made him eat the fruit, the forbidden fruit. Look at it. And God, according to the book of Genesis, cursed the woman and said, you shall submit to your husband. You'll toil for him. You'll serve him all your days. And you're going to labor, have pain and labor for the rest of your life. So submission is something that is not natural for women. We don't naturally submit. We have to submit according to the law of coverture. But then women could not buy property. Women could not have bank accounts. Do you know how sour we would be if all women, like, we had to depend on men? That is the age of Pisces. And this is why there's such a war on the woman's body right now, because of that very factor. Women have a choice now. And men are saying, well, it's body count and it's this and it's, you know, you need to be this and you need to be that. No, no, no. These are men that are stuck in an old age. And these are also men that did not catch up to what is happening now. This is the AI boom, artificial intelligence. The divine feminine, we don't even have to work hard to get what we want. Y'all, come on. I don't have to go out into the sun and toil. I don't have to go out there and pick stuff out the ground and go in a warehouse and slave and sweat with back braces on and steel toe boots. I don't have to do that. I can be in the comfort of my own home and create digital products. I can open group programs. I can have master classes. I can close clients from across the world. I can do all of those things. We are in an artificial intelligence boom. You got some men that are still talking about who go iron my socks. Are you kidding me? That is age of Pisces. That is Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I want people to come back to work and sit in cubicles so I can watch them because I don't trust them at the house. Pisces. Women can be mothers to their children and work from home. You got to structure your home. You got to make your home beautiful. You can have your pets. You can have your puppies. We just got a puppy not too long ago. She's driving me insane, but she's a puppy. We're going to love her anyway. I am trying to tell you that we have it made in the shade. Do you hear me? But we fighting. We fighting. Women get a chance. What kind of businesses can you start in the age of Aquarius? Online learning and e-learning, digital marketing agencies, digital course creation. Women are building businesses they can work for because we have skill. All these creating cookies and baking cakes, all that, that's cool. But what if you made a course to women who are coming up in age who don't know how to cook? You could create a course for them. Why can't you do both? I know how to, everybody talk about my turkey and dressing, and they talk about my Thanksgiving stuff. Thanksgiving is coming up in a minute. Why can't you create a course about how to create a Thanksgiving? There are so many opportunities. Girl, everybody love my the way I organize my closet. Why can't you make a course about organizing your closet? It ain't got to be deep. You know how to homeschool your children. Right. They always want us to pick one. And that's another thing of age of Pisces. It's either or. It's either this one or that one. Or you got to choose this or that. You either got to be 25 or 50. You can't have. Now, my client is on here, Sasha, helping folks get pregnant in their 40s. Yo, women are like it used to be, you had to be pregnant by the age of 35 or you were considered high risk. On a time scale, women are having babies in their 50s, and we call that self. Now, I was one of them. I'm going to admit, I did. You think that was selfish because I was stuck in an old age. And now I'm like, that is beautiful to be in your 50s and be able to give birth, and you have a healthy woman, a healthy body. Because women do live, our generation is going to actually live longer. That's the projection. Why is that? Because we get a chance to be stressed less, and we're not in all the space with all the pollution and all that. Now we have herbal medicines. We have herbal remedies, natural remedies. Yeah, you got FDA that's fighting that, and they got all these out because that's age of Pisces. That's Pisces. No, we need to track everything. We need to know what everybody is doing because that mess was our bottom line, and we got stocks and bonds and all this stuff going on. That is the age of Pisces. Pastors are having a fit because people say they ain't coming back to church. Why haven't you acquired the new age, which is what? Online and virtual. Why you got to have everybody in the church and looking in their face? Why can't you worship from the house? Why can't we empower the people of God to be at home worshiping if they want to? Why do we have to have them under our wing, under our thumb, and under our surveillance? That is the age of Pisces, micromanaging your existence. Jesus, that's exactly what's happening. I got to micromanage. I got to watch everybody. I got to see what they're doing. I don't trust them. That is the age of Pisces. I'm gonna borrow this from Ken Brisbane. He's one of my favorites. And he said, when people ask, men ask you to get married, or people ask you, I want to get married, why? And for what? Why do you want to get married? I want to have kids. For what? Because I want to have something. I want to have a legacy. To do what with? Because you have nothing. You don't have no land. You ain't got no house. You ain't got no real estate. You ain't got no businesses. You're not working towards it. You just want to sit up here and hem me up with babies to take care of them while you're going frolic. That's not happening. This is the Pisces. We got people right now that's obsessed with studying the Kemet and the pyramids and the ancient texts all day, every day. That has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on in the realm of AI. I want to go back and look and see all them things. They said it's our land. And what you gonna do about it? You have nothing to do about it. What's that have to do with 2023? What you gonna do? Well, they said it's our how was your balance sheets? Are you building anything here? You're so worried about getting what's back then. What about now? That's what I said when people say, I want to get married. For what? That's Piscean. There's no glory in getting married because you're lonely. And you want to be by yourself. You're going to be by yourself, all right, especially if it's the wrong person. Why would you want to bring that stress onto yourself? They have nothing going on. A man is living in an apartment and you tell my son, girl, I love him. And no, he needs to have a house. Well, when you young, that is over. That is over. We are not doing that no more. You don't marry nobody just because they nice and they buy you a dinner every now and then and he got potential. This is the age of Aquarius. What are you doing? What are you connecting in your vision and your purpose? What are you building, sir? That worked previously. He needs to have a house. You want me to birth your babies? You want me to expand my stomach and my body to give you a baby? I need to have a house so I can be at ease to raise our child, to have a healthy and happy baby, for you to pass down what you say you're building. And as the woman of the house, I multiply what you're building. But if you wait, 0 + 0 = 0. Like women right now, you need to be trying to talk to your husband in the next 6 months. I'm quitting this job and I'm staying home to work my business and to help us multiply what we already have. That's where we at. It pains me to see women working 9 to 5s, 2 jobs, 2 network marketing companies, selling cookies, doing hair, and trying to. Pisces. That is Pisces. And you want the woman to work if she wants to. It's her flow. And that's why I want women to you have to relax into what you're doing. This is the matriarchal age. It's not a coincidence that my program is named the Matriarch CEO. There is no coincidence about that. That was very timely and on time. We're in the age of the matriarch, an egalitarian age, where now marriages are going to be based on not in gender roles, as far as like he gonna be bringing home the bacon and the woman just gonna be cleaning up all the time. It's going to be egalitarian where the man is the provider and protector of the feminine. The Aquarian sign is the man pouring the pitcher of water. The water is the feminine. The man is the masculine. He's pouring out the pitcher of water, pouring out the feminine into the world, protecting her. This is what the Aquarian age is. These are marriages from the old age. Y'all need to follow me. Y'all need to follow me because I'm going to talk about this more and more and more. The business that you have, if it's not your passion, if it's not something that you absolutely love to do, and you can do it and you can talk about it backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, you need to get there. 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 And look, your business is supposed to have some boring aspects because guess what else? Guess what's supposed to have life? You are the life to your business. Take care of yourself. I'm big on that. I'm also big on building businesses and building it up so it can support you as a woman. It should be a blessing to report to your business every day. That's why I say when I hear people skipping weeks and weeks and months for working in business, I'm like, you don't even like what you do. Like, stop or do something else. You work in a business that you don't even like. Like I know recruiting backwards and forwards, talent acquisition. I know that if coaching doesn't work out, I can always go back to recruiting, but I don't want to do that. I believe in working in something that I do naturally. I talked about this. You should be pinpoint something that you can do naturally. And if you are good at helping people heal from something, if you are good at helping people through a thing, if you're good at teaching or showing people strategies to get results, these are things that you can make money off of, and you don't need a whole lot of training, or you just need refining, packaging, pricing, and put it out there. It's simple. People that are having a hard time, just look on, like when you get off here, like later on, when you get off of here, start looking at conversations. They're stuck in an old age. They're stuck in an old age. They're stuck in an old age. Education, you know, that's finna be out. We're going on. I can see it now in the next 2 to 3 years. There is going to be a shift in our public education system where it's going to be all online. You might want to save this live or it's going to be all online. Plus, you would say refining, packaging, and pricing. We have videos on this. I have videos on all that. And then I have also, if you look on my link in my bio, in my profile, I have all kinds of tools, free resources, low-cost courses for you to look at all of that, because that's what I do all day. All day. Thank you for asking. The thing is, education, public education is going to be, it's going to be online. You know why? Because you're welcome. The old age, it says, I got to see children in the school system, because you know why? Because attendance in public school system, they get more money off of that. They get more money. See, it's not about your children succeeding and learning. It's about them coming to school so that school can get more money. The districts and all that. No matter if they're learning or not. It's the same thing with work. You know, I want you to come to work every day, whether you are being successful or not. It's the old age. But children are going to get to a point where they're going to be so off focus. A lot of these children are using AI. They're using ChatGPT. They're using all these tools, but they're going to try to fire back on them. They're going to try to push them. Oh, no, they don't need to do that. They don't need to do. They need to, use it. I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm telling you what I'm saying. And these children is not even, she said, half these kids can't even read. And you're right. But our public school systems are not built on success, sustainability. They're not teaching what it takes to thrive in an economy. They're not teaching because why? Public education, even some private schools, charter schools, are built upon workers. They need a pipeline. This is a pipeline of talents. And the dumber they can keep your children, they can give them lower cost positions and they won't complain because they want workers. They don't want thinkers. They want work. That's why the thumb is under control. This is why and I'm going to say this, and I love the Lord, and he heard my cry and pitied every groan. But even the church does not like intellectualism. They don't like intelligence. They don't like when you start learning about yourself and learning about the spirit yourself. They don't like when you start learning because you start asking questions. And when you start getting curious about things, they shut you down. Why do you need to know all that? Because it just is. And that's when you struck a chord, because that's when you start to understand I've graduated because nobody will answer my question because nobody knows. I just need you to come. I need you to abide by a trauma response by coming under me and doing what I tell you to do. Thus said the Lord. That's why the most religious are the poorest. I know I work with all women, but I'm gonna touch Black folk right quick because I don't know nobody but us. You know how many entrepreneurs and Fortune 500 companies we can have in the Black community if all these pastors turn into presidents of companies? If all this, I refuse to believe that the Holy Spirit told all these people to start a church. Amen. I think about that all the time, like, man, we would be further along as a unit if everybody just thought outside of, because you got to thrive here. We ain't talking about here. We want to we selling heaven and Jesus Christ. But what are you doing here to uplift the community? I should not go in the hood and it's trash everywhere. Come on, somebody. I should not go in the hood and see folk pushing baskets down the sidewalk. Somebody said this the other day, like Black women go into the hood and we got to lock our doors and clutch our purse because we don't even trust anybody to protect us in the hood. That's a shame. And you got 17,000 churches planted in one block and nothing is happening. The schools are underperforming. Air ain't working. The heat ain't working because it's based on the age of Pisces, hierarchy, power structure, top down. Power over. You got to be under the thumb. Selling heaven and hope. Yes, Flusher, girl, you sound like me because that's exactly what I said. We selling hope and intent. But when is, I'm fighting. I'm going through it now. I'm just fighting. It's just so much I'm fighting. The spirit, the devil is on my track. No, that's you. That is you. Sharina. I think the same thing every time I see someone launching the church. It annoys me to the highest level of annoyance. I log off when I see that. I just put my phone down when I see something like, because I know God gave you something bigger than that. It's easy. That's power. I just want power over a thing. I just want power. But you're telling me that you ain't smart enough to start an agency or a firm to give people some jobs in the neighborhood. We ain't got no jobs. When you got churches that ain't producing anything, you can turn it into like companies. We need banks. Jesus, we need, well, they always try to come and tear them down. No, 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 no. Stop. Because you know why? Because you know why? We still got this trauma from Black Wall Street, which none of us was a part of, by the way. And just because Black folks at the bottom right now, doesn't mean you're supposed to stay at the bottom. Why you gotta be okay with staying there? That's the part I don't get. Right, we okay with doing little, and then we get mad when somebody don't give us information right off for free. Wait, I need money for that. But you just gave your tithes to the church this morning. Where is your faith? Oh, ye of little faith. We need skating rinks. We need hot dog places. We need ice cream shops, summer camps, gyms. Like, we need more than just hair salons and vitamins. And barbershops. That's all we do is beauty, hair, cash savings. We don't even own beauty supply stores. We got men right there flying to be somebody, pastor. What about being a president of a company? It's too hard for you because you haven't skilled yourself. Some people be wanting churches and these religious institutions to cover up their own foolishness. And the church is an atonement for their own struggles. And women, we just go along with it. It's my pastor. I think we should, I think we should encourage people to think bigger than basic. Anybody can do that. Yes, we need credit unions, hospitals, accreditation. That's another thing I told somebody. I said, why can't you start an accreditation program? Why you got to go? I'm waiting on the credit. I got to go to a certificate. Why can't you start one? Why can't somebody start? Why can't you start? Like, I'm even in up and down trying to see if I want to start a life certification academy. Like, I'm really thinking about it. I just got to pray about it. But I care about that because I want women to feel equipped. We run after all this stuff, start a training program. So they ain't got no benefits. So why can't you start a benefits program? Why you always got to wait on somebody else to do something and it's in you? I had a dream that I had a whole such and such, and it was 3 locations, and it was this, and this. That means do it. Another thing of Age of Aquarius, right? Another thing about Age of Aquarius is that these dreams and these downloads that y'all are getting, ask spirit what they mean. Stop asking other people what they mean. I had a friend of mine that was like, oh, I had another dream about such and such. I said, did you ask spirit? What? Well, now I ain't have a chance. I'm just trying to figure out what it was. Okay, so I don't know. I'm not a dream interpreter. And I know there are dream interpreters. But Age of Aquarius is all about going within the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God within. Within. I don't have to go out and be trying to find somebody to tell me what to say and tell me what to do and tell me what it means. And then their interpretation is off. And it had nothing to do with the dream. So you sitting there like, I didn't agree with that because you were supposed to go within. Stop running to everybody and being folk faith about how am I supposed to understand this dream? What did you think it mean? It's all within you. I empower my clients to think for themselves and trust themselves. I know that's hard to do these days because you've been ingrained to learn what to think. You're not taught how to think on your own. That's age of Pisces, what to think instead of how. How did you come up with that answer? And why is that formula like it is? And how did you do that? I tell my clients, this is why you do what you're doing. So that when you ever get in a tizzy again, you can always understand the reason why you're doing what you're doing. That's why I want a vision. I want to know why you are building your business, not just because you want a 10K month, but why is it? What do you want to do with this? What's the big picture vision? Other than I saw somebody else make money and I want to make money. What is in you? Because what is in you is going to drive you past the up and the down. Because I could tell when people are not always in it. Because they all of a sudden, when things get bad and they have a sour month, they drop the business. They go into hiding. They feel unmotivated. They feel uninspired. I just sat there because I need to figure out my life. No, you are in it for the wrong reasons. You grow the business because that is your obligation, not because you feel like it. This is your sacred art. This is your work of service. This is your global gift. I don't grow a business just because I feel good today. It's not, I just don't, I don't know. That's you. That's the age of Pisces. You don't want clients, you want friends. You want people to look up to you and tell you how good you are. Age of Pisces. I want somebody to make me feel like I matter. You got people right now that want to feel needed all the time. I want to feel like I matter. I feel like I matter. I want to feel like I matter. I feel like I don't matter to anybody. Because you're waiting on somebody outside of you to validate you, to validate your existence. That's why some of us get in these relationships and they're not aligned because we want somebody else to validate who we are. And then when we break up with them, now I just want to leave. No, you don't want to leave. You relied on him, her, them to give you validation, and then they not, and now you mad. The validation should have been already in you because you wouldn't have made the decision to go with this person or go with that client or even bring that person in because you have discernment. Age of Aquarius is about discernment. It's about wisdom. The age of energy, the age of spirit and truth, walking in truth of who you are. You know, I'm not mad at the LGBTQ community. They walking in the truth of what they say they are. But see, that's age of Aquarius. That's you know what? Everybody get a chance to walk in the truth of who they are, whether we agree with it or not. It ain't got to be up to you. That's their truth. Who am I to argue about somebody if they say they feel like a woman? Do I agree with it? No, but that's not up to me. But I still respect and love that person for who they are because they're a human being and they matter just as much as I do. That's why I say y'all caught up in this whole, I'm like, girl, I just don't. You think you're going to heaven with that? See, and then these people say they want to go to heaven. You going to heaven like that? I'm going to 5D, baby. I'm going to fifth dimension. You ain't going to fifth nothing if you hate your brother. If you hate somebody for the color of their skin. If you can't stand them. Oh, I got another one for you. If you can't stand wealthy people. Get out of folks' sexuality and get out of folks' face about that. Like that, let them be them. There's nothing. First of all, you ain't gonna never come across them. You're gonna never meet some of these people. There are people right now that you are so up in arms and emotional about people that is in a whole different state than you are. AI, business growth. You want people to be dependent. That's Pisces. You want people to be dependent. Nobody ever say that I do a good job. Why don't you know that? Why don't you know that you do a good job? Because of the training and the education that you've invested in. You have to have people that validate your knowledge base. This is old stuff. This is why you're not moving forward. This is why you got a lot of people quitting their business, because they can't not find it in themselves to validate themselves. Validate yourself and sit down. Tell yourself, I'm good. I'm good at what I do. Listen, I'm worthy of love. I am worthy of love. I don't have to be a size 2 to have the love of my life. If a man is telling you that your rating is 2, ask him how many acquisitions has he had in the past 90 days. I heard to hear, people say that these women ain't even qualified for what? Pisces. That's Pisces talk. That's Pisces conversations. My woman has to wear a dress, and she has to wear makeup to bed, and she has to iron my drawers and wash the skid marks out of my boxers. Everything. Are you kidding me? The economy is shifting as we speak. All hands on deck. Your children should be learning how to create digital products. Your children is not working during the summer. Why ain't they starting an online business? Why ain't they starting one? I actually got a course that's rolling out how to teach your child how to create digital product over the summer. High schoolers, because I have one, and she has a library of digital products that she's putting out. She has a Instagram account. She got Etsy store. All that is already set up. Why aren't you teaching your children how to set up online? Why aren't your children learning AI? Everybody need to open Chat GPT on there. They got a free version. I don't want my child to be on it. Your children are not going to be able to eat in 2 years. Your children can roll right up under your LLC. Your children business can roll right up under. They can be a family, and then put everything in a trust. Y'all got to learn how to work the works. Why aren't your children learning AI? Why aren't your children learning how to teach something that their peers can learn? Girl, they need to go work at McDonald's. Old age. That's the old age. Your child flipping burgers when you have a whole business. My friend right now, her daughter started a coloring book company. They down at the park right now doing a photo shoot for her coloring book. She's 11. 10, I'm sorry, she's 10. Your children are going to be behind. They're not going to be able to eat when they get 18 because you're so focused on them being a lawyer and a doctor. Don't you know that stuff going to be taken over by AI? All this going to be taken over. Oh, I don't know AI. Parents, I don't know if you know, or you need to learn, or you need to get it together. Some mamas and some daddies going to be out, okay? Your children need to have a skill. If you're so focused on cooking and cleaning and who's sitting in the front seat, your children need to be learning the skill. Period. Flower says, my baby girl is 11. She was at home tutoring her friends. These kids just need the guidance. They just need the guide. Right. YouTube all day, every day, got AI videos from here to Africa. All is about to be replaced. Everybody is sitting pretty and I'm just gonna see what happens. And I'm gonna wait until I'm aligned. You're going to be eaten out of a dumpster. That's what I said. Children, like single mothers, boss up. You can be feminine and you can, you can. When I think about moms who are single and I'm so tired of taking these kids, get into your dark feminine. That's the first thing you need to do. I tell women, get into your dark. And I'm not saying dark feminine in terms of being mean and devilish and witchy. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you need to have discernment. Don't you look at a man different when you in your dark. Soft life, soft feminine is performative. You get into that mode to seduce. You need those feminine wiles when you need those feminine wiles. That's not something that you do all the time. Your dark feminine is actually your femininity. Don't let nobody, no person come up in your life and waste your time and you got children to feed. I'm not dating right now until I have $100,000, $200,000 liquid in the bank. Any man that's in my life, right? See, when you broke and you don't have money, you date when you don't know because you can't see past. You're looking for men to take care of you, but when you have money flowing in, you can think and make decisions from another place because you have to secure yourself. It goes back to the Maslow's law. What is it? The hierarchy of needs. That's because I'm talking too fast. I'm excited. When that happens, when you secure yourself, you ain't worried about how this man is treating me and, oh, girl, this is the best I can do. No, have you secured yourself? Because see, now you got to secure yourself and the children. You shouldn't even, don't give nobody the audacity to take you as a wife and you ain't got your baby stuff in the trust. I already said that's a rule for me. I'm not taking on nobody's last name until my baby stuff is in a trust fund. Because I'd be doggone somebody to come and take my baby stuff. Now, yes, I'm supposed to trust them, but I know folk change. I've been through marriages. I've been a wife twice. I know how this stuff works. That's why I got to make sure I have good discernment because when I get married next time, it's going to be it. But this stuff has to be locked up because I have a daughter. That's age of Aquarius, security, self-governing. I'm ruled by the spirit instead of other people. I've just been trying to listen to what God is saying. How have you sat down and listened? That's why I said I always have to ask people. So why are you just not sitting and listening? What time do you get up in the morning? Women should be getting up a whole hour earlier just to hear. Meditate. That's a part of your feminine. So but the pay, I still got to make money. I got you. I got you. You either live, y'all here? Y'all still here? We good? We hanging on? Let's talk about money. Let's talk about I still gotta make money in the capitalist system. I got you. Simplify your business. Simplify it, right? So simplify your business. Do what it takes for you to solidify, streamline, and build relationships all the time. Like every single week, you need to be having conversations with people, 10 to 15 people a week, every week. every week, whether it's through DMs, whether it's through conversations, phone conversations. For the record, I do have free business coaching sessions open. So if you need one, if you're ready to scale to $20,000 months, let's have a conversation. You need to be talking to people every week. Get in front of new people every day. New people every day. I'm gonna say this again, new people every day. It's a struggle to do that every day. You're in the easiest time to do anything. This is the easiest time. You don't want 5 years, 7 years from now to come and you sitting over there mad at yourself because all the people that you started with, you see them in multimillionaires, you like, I missed my season. I told people, this might be your last hurrah. And again, they're gonna get this good again. Your children and grandchildren gonna look at you, mom, where were you at when the biggest wealth transference was here? Where were you? Because you still over here struggling, talking about, I hope my check come today. But everybody else is making it, every color, every culture. Where were you at? In my head, still stuck in Pisces. I was in Pisces the entire time. That's where I was. I was in the Piscean age. Mm-mm. 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 What is an age? What is an age? The age, the definition of age is a distinct period of history. You're making history right now. You know that, right? And it's gonna get this good again. This is the age of artificial intelligence. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You ain't gotta think that hard no more. You gotta think that. I'm gonna use it. And look, we still got people doing this. I'm just gonna learn. I'm gonna do it myself. I want it to come from me. You take too long. You take too long. Me and my friend, we call ChatGPT money chat. Because you just spew out all the answers that you got to sit and wait for 40 days and 40 nights on. It can spew out in 0.01 seconds. A distinct period in history is an age. You got to shift your beliefs. Stop focusing on, I believe God. I know God. I believe in God. I know God. See, believe in means that I'm not, even though I don't see it, I believe it exists. I believe that there is a high probability that it exists because I get proof every now and then that, you know, I go here and I go there and I get these little bitty nudges and these little bitty, I know God. I know. I believe I'm smart. I believe I can do, like, people tell me I'm good at what I do. No. Age of Aquarius, a shift. I know I'm good at what I do. I ain't cocky. I ain't cocky. Is this not cocky? There's nothing cocky. I know. See, when you start to walk around with I know, the identification shifts and changes, and then you'll start to see stuff, people, opportunities start coming to you at record speed because you manifest based on who you are, not by what you want. Everybody wants stuff. I just want to manifest $10,000 a month. I want to manifest clients. No, 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 no. I am the best person for the job. I'm $1 million coach. I'm a great coach. I know I'm great at what I do. And so when I know that I'm good at what I do, when I get to a place of confidence and I know I show up differently online. When I come online, there is a sense of authority. There's a sense of connection. There's a sense of every time I open my mouth, goodness comes out, value comes out. People's lives are changed and shifted when I show up. I'm walking in the age of newness, a new heaven and a new earth. This is why people look at how the world is jacking up right now. The government, the economy, all this stuff is going in, out, in, out. People mad at each other. They rolling back laws because why? People starting to wake up and know. Be still and know I am God. And I can do anything but fail. Even in money. Everything's already created. The creator already created everything. I'm waiting on him to make a way. The way is already made. You blocking it. It's not the money that's the money is not blocked. You blocking. You haven't identified who you are yet. This is why your business is not doing anything. It's not moving. You get on here on TikTok, Facebook, lives, and all this other stuff, trying to figure out how to fix something in Canva, how to do a Canva journal, and you still have yet to finish it. You know why? Because you haven't identified with who you are. Can you show us how to do that? And then when I show you, then what you're going to do? Nothing, because you don't have strategy. You don't know who you are. You haven't set yourself down long enough to get undistracted so that you can focus and finish. You just want a business because you heard everybody selling digital products. Now you want to do it too. Do you have a strategy in place? Do you have your stuff set up? Do you even know what you're selling? You got money stuff going on. You don't know where you at. It sounds good because somebody else saying it on Canva. Instead of you sitting down one weekend and say, you know what? I'm gonna figure this out. And I ain't getting up from this spot until I figure it out. See, that's when you shift. That's when you sit down and say, you know what, my coach just talked about this, or this coach just said this. I'm going to learn this stuff. I'm going to figure this out. And I'm not getting up from this table, this chair, this desk until I get it together, because I'm tired of living in an old age. I'm tired of living by an old place in history. I'm a woman. That's good right there. That's good. Everybody won't change. Everybody want $1 million. Everybody want to build wealth. Then you got some people say, I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I don't feel like working. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I just can't work. I just do not want to work. Those are people that are stuck in an old age because they need somebody to tell them what to do. They're tired. These are people that have not picked up on the place of creating. These are people that are going to be in the permanent underclass. Unfortunately, it's a lot of people. What would people need to do beforehand to be prepared for a consultation call? Just be ready for the consultation call. That's it. You do need a business though. You do need to have a business. And I can help you with starting a business. I can help you understand where your business is. So we got to start thinking about, like, there are people right now that they gave up. They just can't. I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be. When you are in your being, you are doing, but you're doing what is aligned with who you are. See, I think we got this thing twisted. You were born in this era for a reason. I think that's the thing people don't really understand. I want to get out the matrix. I want to get out the matrix. Okay, so that requires death. physical death to get out of the matrix, okay? I really want you to understand that you're in it. As long as you have a body that's moving, that's alive, breathing, you're in it. What you need to learn how to do, however, is to master the matrix. Everybody's talking, I want to escape the matrix. Off grid is not the matrix, out of the matrix. I just want you to understand that, because you still got to pay taxes. You still have to report something. Because off the grid is not off the grid. When we're talking about creating more money in our businesses, humans have the ability to pay you for services, for programs, for your value that you bring to the world, right? Okay, got it. However, the longer I take in my head trying to figure out why I can't make money in my business is because you have not connected to the fact that humans have money. Well, they don't have no money like that, and because either you're trying to be a mother to people or you're not understanding your ideal client. Your ideal client then connects to what the results are, and then the results lead to an offer where you take people from the beginning place to the result. But until then, you're just going to be in the dark sitting and looking in the mirror talking about how can I make my business grow. You are going to have to get some help for that. So anytime money is going down is because you're trying to find a reason and figure out why you just can't, because you think that you have to adopt an old way of doing things. And I don't want to grind it out. I don't want, a client can come by a simple conversation. I tell my clients, you want to make some money this week? One powerful conversation at a time. Piscean age. Pisces is all about hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, grind, 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 grind. Do the most, do the most, do the most. I mean, that's just, it is just what it is. It's just, I gotta grind it out, I gotta grind, I gotta hurry up, I gotta hurry up, because there is no race to the top in the age of Aquarius. There's no race. There is a timeline that you need to jump in order to benefit for yourself, but there is no competitive advantage to any of this. It's just you need to jump in the timeline to be able to sustain long-term for your family's sake, not to compete with nobody, because competition is of the old age as Pisces. You know, people say, I gotta hurry up, I gotta hurry because so-and-so was there. You, girl, you see how so-and-so, girl, I'm finna, whatever. She ain't finna. That's last age. That's patriarchy, that's masculine. If you're trying to compete against somebody, you're in the old age. If you're trying to hurry up and make money so you can, I would tell you this, you need a plan. What is the vision? And the vision cannot be small. What is the vision for your life so that when you show up in your business, that you're showing up with that greater goal in mind, that vision in mind, that I'm doing this because I can see myself here, and you're aligning with that. And you're going to get there, whether it's through your business or some other miraculous event. But do not sit up here and say, I'm just want to hurry up and make money, but why? Ask yourself why. Now, to other people, you ain't got to tell them why you got to make money. People say, well, why you got to make so much money? Why you got to make a lot of money? First of all, I don't owe you an explanation. That's number one. I want to be wealthy for my own reasons. And you don't have, first of all, if you're not my CPA or anywhere in my books, we shouldn't even be talking about what I'm making anyway, because it's none of your business. But what is my business is making sure my business is growing, because that is the way I give back to the world through my talents and my gifts. The reason I want to own a business, I just want to get paid for being me. No, you are going to get paid for being you, because your business is going to be identified with you in so many ways. But how you contribute to the world is through your business. Money is a byproduct of how effective you are in the spirit realm. Your spirit realm is supporting you, and it keeps giving, and it keeps giving to you, and it keeps giving to you. It keeps giving to you. It keeps supporting you because you're in right alignment. This is why in 5D and fifth dimension, when we talk about 5D, right? The fifth dimension is love, Christ consciousness, where everything is seen through the lens of love. People live in totally different realities. What is the biggest example I could give you? 2020, everybody was all up in arms about 19. I was traveling, going to Egypt. I didn't care what everybody else was going on. I was living in a completely different reality. I was living in pure 5D. I was living and traveling to different parts of the world, going to different countries, in the middle of where everybody else was saying, I can't get on a plane because they said this and they said this over there, and everybody's panicking. I'm in a new reality. I'm in a whole different reality than everybody else. That's how you have to live you got two people that's living one age and the other living the other age. And you got some people got one leg in and one leg out. They don't know that these are people that are riding a dead horse. You trying to be in two realities at the same time. That's not going to work. That's why you're depressed. Oh, I got to talk about real bad in 2020. Where you going over there, girl? Yeah, you don't want you get caught up over there. I think people were mad that I actually had a good time. I think people were upset that, why did she get over there? And nothing happened to me. First of all, I knew nothing was going to happen to me. She said, how could a coach become disciplined with oversharing or giving away so much during one meeting? Are you talking about me, or are you talking about in general? When you work in your discipline and you consistently learn and you invest and you learn more and more and more and more, and you're encouraged to learn more and more and more, you don't have a problem giving stuff away. People who are afraid to give things away, and you're trying to keep, gatekeep on certain things. And I think some things need to be gate kept, but you got to remember your audience and who you're talking to. You just share. No words, you just share and you teach. You teach to give people some insight into what you know, to the point where those who are in alignment to what you are teaching and they want to know more, then they will come to you. Exactly. If you're afraid to give, you don't have much, and you are restricting your ability to receive. Because when people say, well, I don't want to give too much away, you ain't learning like you're supposed to. You're not investing in more learning. That's why I'm always investing in myself. I'm always investing in myself, because the more I learn, the more I can give. There's never an empty cup with me. And then you also have curation of content. I know that most of my clients have mindset stuff going on. So that's why I always come from a state of mindset, because strategies are everywhere. I could teach you stuff online, that's fine. But it don't mean a hill of beans if you ain't disciplined enough to finish the work. So we're going to wrap this up, 10 to 15 conversations per week. You can start off with that, even if it's in DMs. on a Zoom, on a phone call. Check in with people, see how they're doing, right? Have conversations with people and start to learn more about them, the curiosity behind it. That's Aquarian. Pisces is they have to qualify. Did y'all hear what I said? They gotta qualify. Why can't you talk to them and see, see if it's an alignment? Say, I don't know, you may not be ready just yet, but this is what I would suggest. Did y'all catch what I just said? This is Aquarian. This is feminine. The old way of doing things was if that person didn't qualify, you ain't had nothing else. So that person got to wait a whole other year, go somewhere else to find and get some help. But when you have resources, like for example, if someone is not ready for the matriarch, right? The matriarch CEO coaching program, then I have something else to help them with. And I say to them, okay, start off here, get results, and then you ready to come up. And then I have some people say, no, but I really want that, but you're not ready yet. That's the reason why we're here. We're sitting here having this conversation. You ain't ready yet. You may have bought courses, but you ain't buy none from me. I got courses at every stage of the game. And when you're ready to come up, you done got results that you need. That's why I say everybody here on here, if you got a business, you need to start creating other assets to get people ready for the next step. And if people go and start talking about how, well, I already got that, I really need that up there. I mean, I have something. She's just got that over here. She got something. I got something for every level. Because I know how it was for me. That's how it was for me. I had to get a little bit to understand what I was doing. And I said, okay, I'm ready for transformation. I just needed a quick result for a quick leap. But then when I'm ready for quantum leap, that's a whole different conversation. That's like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to just go in and turn into a different person at this point. Because now I see the possibilities and now I'm ready to become a new person. Some people have to see possibilities before they see themselves as a new person. And that's Aquarian. That's age of the feminine, the age of the woman, the age. That's what I said, women rise up. If you're a single mother right now and you're like, I can't see my way, be a woman. All your children need to be on a schedule. You need to get order in your house. I'm about to go there. If you are a woman who is married and you're a wife, you get order in your house as much as possible. You lay the law down. The husband is the law enforcer. He enforces the law. That's why I said when the mom is off or the wife is off in the house, everything off. The husband off, they can't find a sock, they can't find the cheese, they can't find the butter, they can't find the cereal, they can't find their favorite shirt. Everything is off. They're like, my wife's sick and I don't know how to get these kids ready for school. Because the woman is, am I lying? And I remember a woman saying that the woman is the lawgiver. We think that the man is giver. No, he ain't the law. He enforces the law. When the woman is sick and she under the weather and she got a cold or something, or the flu, or she got her leg hurting or something, they can't find anything. I don't know where the remote is. I had the remote missing for 2 weeks. I can't find my keys. I can't get my lunch right. The whole house off. Get your house in order. Let everybody listen. This is what we're doing. I'm building my business this week. I need everybody to hush up between this time and this time. I'm going to take a break on this time. We're going to go to the park, go outside, get a little sun. And then we're going to have date nights every Wednesday and Saturday or whatever. We're going to have date nights. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Lay the law. And see, what happens is that the woman has so much control, and she don't even have to say nothing. She don't have to say a thing. She don't have to say anything to have control. This is why the man needs the woman. Listen to me. This ain't no little girl, ain't no little girl about us. I'm just a little girl. I just want to be like a little girl. I just think that's so pedophilic to me. I just think that's so ugly. Like, why would I don't know no men that look at me as a little girl. If you look at me as a little girl, that's a problem. I've lived that life. I'm a whole mother. I've given birth. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm grown. I got a whole grown body. And you talking about are you kidding? So when I talk about building a business, I'm coming from a standpoint of adult woman, the feminine. I'm coming from that place, the sovereignty. Like the woman has it's almost like when you open your mouth, your husband know you serious. Like, baby, I saw that this was happening, this gonna happen, and this gonna. You should be the prophetess of your house. You don't run to a prophetess every time something happens. You are the prophetess. Everybody like, girl, you got the gift of prophecy. You have it too. You just ain't tapped in. Your husband ought to be shutting up every time you open your mouth to say, now, I'm just going to say this, and then this is what I had a dream about. And I experienced, and this is what happened. He'd be like, so what we need to do? So where we need to go? That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. To go and run to somebody and ask, I said, I need to know, I need a word. That is Pisces. There's the answers. You are the answers in your family is not doing well financially, you the answer. The people can't stand when I say that. They mess with them. If your husband is not doing well, look within. You it. If your husband is not doing very well in his health and the household is all, look within. They see, ain't nobody teaching that. Ain't nobody teaching that. You should be the muse of the house. If you're in a relationship and you're dating someone, or they should be inspired. They shouldn't be looking at you as a threat and competition. Any man that sees you as that, he's not even in touch with his kingship. That's Pisces. I got to be ahead of my woman. I don't want my woman making more than me. I don't want my woman to even be making money. I don't want her to even have anything for herself. She's too ambitious. I don't think there's nothing wrong with ambition for a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. How do you think the children are going to have anything? How do you think that anything is going to happen in the house? And the house is going to move forward. That's Pisces, where the woman just stay unseen and unheard. There's an egalitarian. That's why there's a fight. A lot of these people are going to have to die off before we see shifts happen. It's probably going to be the next generation, Generation Z and Alpha, and Beta is coming in. These babies are going to have an egalitarian relationship. Right. I need Jay's course. They need you to leave me alone for 3 weeks. Right. This is where we are. We ain't here on, my husband. He don't want me to be successful. That's why I say you either go sink or swim. Your husband should be inspired when they see you working and they see you winning these clients. It's almost like, no, I got to get myself. Your husband be like, no, I got to get myself together. Because she moving, and I got to jump along the bandwagon. Baby, is there anything you need me to help with? See that we think that's when I see women to complain, like when men are working jobs and they say, well, baby, can I help you? That's not my husband under me. That's not under. He's not under you. There is an equality right there, but he knows his role as a husband. I'm protecting the feminine. I may keep my job to supply the benefits or the retirement for the household, But I'm supporting my wife, even if she wants me to be an investor, if she wants me to help her with the camera, if she wants me to take photos of her at the downtown, if she wants me to film her and create some content, if she wants me to hire somebody or somebody on my job that does videography or graphic design, I can get some referrals. If she wants me to do a referral program for her, if she wants me to set up her little space to do videos and live, I'm going to do that because I'm seeing my wife make it happen. And I'm not threatened because it's a us thing. It ain't a her versus me. And I see my wife as a threat. When men see you as a threat and they see you working too much, you don't have no time for that. That's Pisces. That's not Aquarius, that's Pisces. When a man sees you as competition, I feel like you're not giving no time to me. You are in an old age. That's why I say, women, y'all make sure y'all be very careful of all this talk that y'all doing about modern women. That's not, a modern woman is not a pick-me. A modern woman is someone who has lined up with the new age of doing things. Just because she could do things by herself and make money on her own does not mean that she like, tradition is old. It's Pisces. That's why y'all are having such a blood vessel busting at your neck because you're trying to figure out why women just want to be independent. It ain't about just being independent. It's about survival and thriving, my guy. That's what it's about. Ain't got nothing to do with, I should be able to take care of yourself. You should be able to take care of yourself as a woman. And if you have to, I'm not going to change no tires. I know how to be resourceful. I know how to get somebody to change my tires. I know how to get somebody to mow my lawn. I know how to get somebody to do my plumbing. I'm not going to do it. That's it. That's just a woman who has a trauma issue when she wants to do everything by herself and cut her own grass and mow her own lawn and fix her own tires and fix but I know how to be resourceful and call somebody. I know how to delegate. I know my role as a feminine. I'm not going to touch nothing oily and dirt and get all messed up and dirt all over me. Is you crazy? And mess up my makeup and mess up my nails and mess up my dress and mess up my heels. I'm making a phone call. This is not working. I need somebody to come over and fix it. That's not independent. That's just a woman that's resourceful. She knows how to do things. She knows how to do things herself, but she is sacred with her energy and sacred with her body because she's not giving you access to it. You're mad. This body has to flip millions. This is why I'm trying to tell women, no, you don't let nobody all up in your space and in your energy. Because if you are a business that is globalized and you can help people from all over the world and from the other side of the globe, you are responsible for the destiny of millions and millions of people attached to you. This is no joke. And I can't be clogged up with a man who really wants me to iron his socks every day. You're utilizing me in the wrong age. That's a man who wants to take you down and not build you up. Do you understand? There are men like that. There are warlocks in the spirit realm that people want to take you down because you are in power. Y'all be careful. Just be very careful. That's why I say when I hear women talk about how, you just want to be independent and you want to be independent, men are not natural leaders. Look at the world. Look at the world. Look at how toe up it is. They want slaves. That's toxic patriarchy. I'm saying that with a bold back. Men are not natural leaders. They're just not. And I think it's okay to say that. I mean, I love men. I think men are beautiful. I think men are absolutely amazing. They're physically stronger than us. Absolutely. But y'all kind of start doing some thinking when it comes down to, you need a man that's in touch with his divine masculine. That's what you need. Who's very emotionally intelligent. Because men are actually very much more emotional than we are. They bottle it in, and it bursts out as violence sometimes if you're not careful. Women, we just whine and complain. We just need somebody to whine to. And then we dry our tears and we go on. But we've got to start having better conversations, and we've got to start having a better outlook when it comes to our business and the work that we are doing. Sasha said pretty soon these robots will be doing housework anyway. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're moving into a new way of doing things. And for you to ignore and be on the bandwagon of what is old, be careful. Be very, very careful. Because I'm gonna tell you this: a man that's doing everything himself, unless he is a millionaire already, and unless he has land already, you can forget it. Because you're gonna be the man of the house, and you're really gonna be off. I have the daily cash system that's sitting up waiting on you in the link in my bio. Women need to be making money every day. You need to create a business where you are making money every single day in your business through digital products. For the life of me, I don't understand why we don't want to do that. Why aren't you setting your business up to make money every day? You need to be going live. You need to be doing creating content, scheduling out your posts and things of that nature, teaching people. They don't take but 2 hours out of the day. I just want to sit here and just, part of the feminine is teaching. Did you know that? Nurturing. Not just nurturing yourself, but you're meditating, you're asking God, how can I serve the world today? How can I give expertise today? Who needs me? Who needs help today? You know, some of y'all is talking about, I ain't got no clients. Okay, God, order my steps, order my thoughts. Steps are thoughts, steps, thoughts. Order those in your word. Speak to my thoughts, and so I can have new thoughts as I walk in that. Because you're more than just a woman in your home, you're a woman in the earth realm. This is Mother Earth. The earth is feminine. Plants grow, trees are growing. We eat from the earth. She's nurturing us every single day. We grow, we nurture, we expand. There has to be a conscientious effort to do that all the time, even in your business. How can I serve today? Who do I need to check on? And let spirit speak to you instead of you just, I don't know what, I just got to see if I can get a client. I got to make money today. No. Who can I serve today? Because when I serve, I'm automatically compensated. There's a yes coming to me from somewhere. It may not come from that person, but it's going to come from somewhere. That is the energetic exchange from knowing that you are secure versus I got to hurry up and do this. When God is with you in your business, you are always divinely taken care of. You are always taken care of divinely and in the physical. You never have to want for anything. Even if you are a mother or a woman who is single and right now all you have, I tell people, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I'm really trying not to get emotional, but I'm really serious about that. No, never, ever forsake. Because I'm very, very intentional. I'm very intentional about prayer. I'm very intentional about meditation. I'm very intentional about when I speak something, it happens. I'm never late. I'm always on time. These are things that you have to start speaking. And God, therefore, you know, people say you work all the time. It's not about working all the time. I serve all the time. There's a difference. But when I serve, I'm not serving from lack. So there's a difference when you show up, you're not serving in, I don't have enough. I'm serving from a place of abundance. My bills are always paid on time. My taxes are always paid. My belongings and everything, my business is intact. My life is straight. My food is in the refrigerator. My daughter ain't want for nothing. We're fine. Money in the bank, opportunities coming through. People are always being changed. They're always asking, how can you work with me? Like, start saying these things every single day. And these are the things I had to work through and start saying to myself that every day my business is serving the world in some capacity. I'm always receiving divine supply. There's always demand. There's always a demand for my expertise because the supply is here. There's never a lack. God didn't give you a business vision for you to sit on and become poor off of. Are you kidding me? I just really want God to bless my business. Talk to people. Bless other people through your gifts, and you will be blessed back. I'm gonna say this and we're gonna go. The power to produce wealth. The power to produce. God has given you what? The power to produce wealth. Now, that's obviously in the Bible, right? The power to produce wealth is automatically in you. That is in your DNA. That comes by way of skill. Catch what I just said. So why is it that when people start churches or they have churches, then they're not rich, they're not wealthy, they're not, because they're not teaching skill. Heaven is spiritual. I'm teaching spirituality. That's not a skill. That's getting people in longing for a thing. But if I know that I am meant for the heavenly realm, that's my here in the earth realm, the only way I'm going to be able to thrive in a world, in a system that tells me that I have to be this, and this, and that I'm unclean, and that you got to work 10 times harder because you're a Black woman, and you got to work 10 times harder because you're a woman, and you got 10 times harder because this, and this. The only way I'm going to thrive is that I have a skill. This is why my coaching program is skill-based. Skill makes you wealthy. How do I know that to be true? Look at the CEO of the companies that you've worked with, either currently or in the past. Your skill added to the bottom line. I don't care if you was an administrative, I don't care if you was in the call center. Your skill made people money. Your skill made somebody else rich. It didn't make you rich, it made them rich, which lets you know that the same skill that you are giving to someone else to support them, you have it in you to support yourself. No, ain't no You have everything you need. Period. Am I sticking Facebook? Am I in and out? I'm just saying. I think we have to really acknowledge where we are. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm sticking, if I'm freezing. We getting ready to freezing a little bit. Okay. I'm about to end anyway, but if you want to work with me, if you need to get started, I have digital products, I have courses, I also have the Matrix CEO coaching program. I'm excited about where things are going in our world today. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna do some client projects and some deliverables. So I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me and learning today, and go and be great. Go and be great. All right. Have a blessed rest of your Sunday, and we'll talk soon.